Today we're diving into a fascinating part of the English language that might blow your mind. Have you ever come across words that look exactly the same but mean completely different things depending on how you say them? Well, those are called heteronyms, and they're one of the quirkiest but coolest things you can learn about English. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover 10 heteronyms to make you sound more fluent. Let's get started. Okay, so what exactly are heteronyms? Heteronyms are words that are spelled the same, but have different meanings and different pronunciations. Think of them as word twins that look identical but act totally different. For example, the word tear, T-E-A-R, can mean a drop of water from your eye, pronounced like tear, or it can mean to rip something apart, pronounced like tear. Same spelling, different sounds, different meanings. Cool, right? Here's the thing. Heteronyms can be tricky because they don't follow the usual rules of English. Most of the time, we rely on context to figure out which meaning is intended, but sometimes even native speakers can get tripped up by them. So that's why it's important to understand how they work. Now, let's break it down even further. Heteronyms are a type of homograph. Homographs are words that are spelled the same, but may or may not have the same sound. Heteronyms are a special category of homographs because they always sound different and have different meanings. Got it? Good. Now let's jump into some examples so you can see heteronyms in action. All right, I've got 10 amazing examples of heteronyms for you. I'll explain each one, how to pronounce them, and how they're used in sentences. Ready? Let's go. Tear or tear, T-E-A-R. First up, we have the word tear, pronounced tear. It means a drop of water from your eye. Example, she had a tear in her eye after watching the sad movie. When it's pronounced tear, it means to rip something apart. Here's the example. Be careful not to tear the paper when you open the package. Next up is wind, W-I-N-D. Pronounced wind, like the weather. It means moving air. The wind blew the leaves off the tree. But when it's pronounced wind, it means to twist or turn something. Don't forget to wind the clock before it stops. Bow or bow. Now let's look at bow. Pronounced bow. It's a knot tied with 2 loops. She tied a beautiful bow on the gift. When it's pronounced bow, it means to bend forward at the waist as a sign of respect. The actor took a bow after the performance. Now here's a tricky one. L-E-A-D. Pronounced lead. It's a heavy metal. The old pipes were made of lead. Pronounced lead. It means to guide or direct. She will lead the team to victory. Next, we have close. Pronounced close. It means to shut something. Please close the door behind you. Pronounced close. It means near in distance. The store is close to my house. Now let's talk about desert. Pronounced desert, it is a dry, sandy area. Camels are well suited for life in the desert. Desert. When it's pronounced as desert, it means to abandon or leave. He decided to desert the plan after realizing it wouldn't work. Here's a fun one. B-A-S-S. Pronounced bass, like the fish. It's a type of freshwater fish. He caught a huge bass while fishing. Pronounced bass, it refers to a low musical tone or instrument. The bass in this song is amazing. Or, do you have a bass guitar? Next up is object. Pronounced object, it's a thing you can see or touch. The object on the table was a vase or vase. Object. When it's pronounced as object, it's a verb. It means to disagree or protest. I object to that idea because it's unfair. Now, let's look at content. C-O-N-T-E-N-T. Pronounced content means satisfied or happy. She was content with her life. When it's pronounced as content, it refers to the material within something like a book or a website. The content of the article was very informative. Last but not least, we have R-O-W. It's pronounced row when it means a line of things. We sat in the front row at the concert. When it's pronounced row, it means a noisy argument. They had a huge row over who should do the dishes. So there you have it. 10 awesome examples of heteronyms. These words are a perfect example of how wild and wonderful the English language can be. They might seem confusing at first, but once you get the hang of them, they're actually quite a lot of fun. Plus, they're a great way to impress your friends with your English language skills. Imagine this. You're at a party and someone says, "I saw a tear in the paper." And you reply, "Was it a tear from your eye or a tear in the paper?" Boom! Your English fluency is getting better. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Let me know in the comments which heteronym is your favorite, or if you've ever been confused by one. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, keep exploring the amazing world of words. It's Herbert Lee saying bye for now, and remember, language is an adventure. Embrace the quirks.